We out here. Got these ginger boys streaming for Fets. We got T-Herf here of modern fame.
Yeah.
Very recent modern fame, maybe. What'd you do? You went to the challenge yesterday?
Played the challenge
Got
yesterday.
second.
Woke up at 5:30 to play the challenge.
Yeah, smart moves on the 4th of July.
Turned out to be smart.
Yeah.
Otherwise it would have been
That's right.
Pretty
It
bad.
wasn't a holiday for this guy. That's right. Okay. So what we're doing, we're playing some modern. We're doing some really questionable things in modern probably.
Yep. Trying to revive a kind of a dead or non-explored archetype since Mox Opal got banned.
So look at our plan. Our plan is that we're going to cast Urza Lord High Artificer. And we are going to very intelligently use the Thopter Foundry with Sword of the Meat combo to make... We're going to choose a number of Thopters, and we're going to make that many. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to use things like Goblin Engineer to put the sword, I assume, in our
The
graveyard.
sword, for the most part.
And we're gonna whir of invention to find our other things that we want, and we're gonna have this ensnaring bridge as backup to save us.
It's an escape button.
Yep.
Then we're playing Urza's Saga also. That kind of just fits well into the deck. Makes constructs kind of a good plan B.
That's right. For those of you who have not watched any of our streams before, this card, it's above average. We're gonna call it that. We're gonna say.
We're going to modestly say it's above average.
Above average is what it is. I'm going to do a thing. Holy shnikes, team. We're going to get that right out of here.
I don't know. I've never...
Okay. Let's see if it's still making that insane noise.
We can just...
We did it. We can do what?
It's still making it.
Yeah, it's... You know what?
We might as well just...
Where should we just do this? Should we just say get out of here?
Yep. 100%.
Let's see what happens now.
Oh, music to my ears.
Solved it. Sideboard. Look at this card. What's going on with his hand? That's what I want to know. Because his other one looks fine. And then he's got like a crazy hand. But this one gives us an answer when we don't have any other answers. Wouldn't you say?
For sure.
Yeah.
Helps play around Stony Silence, shutting off all of our activated abilities on artifacts.
So does this.
So does that. It's personal favorite.
Yep. Look at this. We get to play 4 Vindicates. This card art looks like it came right out of Star Wars. Okay? I'm not going to lie to you. It kind of looks like the bad guy is winning in this one. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, we get to play 4 of them in the
Playing an
sideboard.
infinite combo, we're kind of the bad guy today.
Yeah, that's totally fair. You know what? That's totally fair. So, I think what we're gonna do. Do you want to be the pilot, or do you?
I can. Yeah.
All right. You want me to move? You want me to go over
Want
here?
to
so you can
switch?
be in
All right,
front?
let's
Yeah.
switch.
We're switching. Don't panic, anyone. Nobody panic. All right. I'm gonna co-pilot. I'm not gonna say anything unless
boy.
it's irrelevant.
I'm going to need you to say something eventually.
Okay.
There's going to be decisions that have to be made.
We have 60 cards in our main deck.
Yep.
We have 15 cards in our sideboard. Did we confirm that? Should we confirm it now?
Let's confirm it. Yep, we confirmed it.
Okay, we did it. Looks like we're on a path that could lead to success. We're going to jump right into one of these leagues.
I played League last night, went 3-2. The only thing that kind of felt medium was the mana, but
Look at that. You have a trophy.
we'll run it back. I do have 1 trophy
Yep.
with scales, yeah.
The thing last night was basically like getting 4 trophies at once.
Yeah.
some ways.
In some ways, yeah. Yeah, it was quite the grind yesterday. Worth it though.
That's right. That's right. Look at those guys. Look at them.
This is absurd.
Yeah,
That is ridiculous
Look,
amount of trophies.
literally every single one on the page that we're looking at is absurd.
Just for reference, that guy has 71 trophies, and this aspiring spike streams 6 to 8 hours every day, and he has 27.
Yep.
That is an outrageous clip, and he's got to be playing something fast.
That's right.
There's no way.
That's right. Ooh, this league is gonna end in 2 days.
Yep.
So we have to finish this entire league
So
in
do
2
you guys
days.
want to drag your image up to the top? Unless you're cool looking like you're eating words. No,
Oh, that's fair.
you marked it. Just take it all the way up to the top right corner. I think that's where
That's the best.
Mark and I usually.
That's what we were doing before.
All right.
If we don't like it, we can change it.
You can keep those if you want.
We can
Get that guy.
we can make it more better if we want to.
Always room to make it more better.
Room to make it more better. We have 2 viewers. I bet at least one of them is in the room.
Most likely.
Oh, Mitty is like putting some emotes in there, trying to.
Oh,
Found a
can't-
match.
Can't miss that.
We
Takes
out
so
here.
long to queue.
One of them quees.
Ah,
There you go.
how do I get rid of this? I forgot. Probably that right there, huh?
Yep. Yep.
All right.
And if you want more stops or whatever, I think
Oh, yeah.
the thing is locked.
I think these are my stops. All right. What do we think about this?
Well, you have extra looks if you really want. You have some
An
card
interaction
draw.
point.
Yeah, you have card draw. I mean,
No Luris. I think
I'm not an expert on this deck, but I mean, you know, 0 combo pieces
I
is
know.
risky. But we have what? 4 redraws?
4 redraws.
Let's just do it.
All right, I'm down. We lost the die roll. Uh-oh.
Listen, if this is Affinity and they don't play anything turn
Yeah,
1,
I
it's
don't. That's why
basically
I
a
was kind of
victory.
confused.
It's basically a win.
So we're gonna bobble first. We're gonna bobble ourselves a little.
It's a
little
trick.
Scry. Well, we got a sword.
So we probably want that because that's part of our combo.
Shock this in. Just play that and pass the turn.
Yep.
We'll draw our sword on their turn from bobble.
It's like automatic. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. Mm-hmm. Making things happen. Okay. Turn 2 Saga.
They-
The standard Saga turn. What are they thinking
If they
about?
don't dump their hand here, I'm gonna be pretty surprised on their keep.
Yeah, okay.
I am
We don't know what's
pretty
happening.
confused.
We don't know what's happening, but it seems to be working out for us. Maybe they're playing really big Affinity.
Yeah.
Like
All right,
super
Mark,
big.
what are your thoughts here? My thinking is get Island, play Wellspring, gives us a draw. Depending, if we don't draw a land, I say we need to bobble to find our 3rd land, turn these wars on.
Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's a good choice. Is there
'Cause-
any
'cause-
is there any consideration to bobbling ourselves again to see if we? I mean, I suppose we're casting something on 2 regardless, right?
Right, and I don't really want to say we bobble ourselves and there's something we want. I don't want to crack this because we want to have a density of artifacts on the battlefield for our war.
Yep.
So I'm down to
Yeah,
play
let's
Wellspring.
let's crack it. We'll take slightly information.
Probably still just get Island here.
Yeah, we did say Urza Saga, and then you heard Argent Saga. Argent Saga going away is a thing that happened, and the lives of many people were made worse. My life stayed the same. Maybe I'm one of the lucky ones. We'll never know.
So there, we kind of need to play this bobble out
Yep,
and crack it. We just want to try and hit our 3rd land.
that's fair.
See what they're drawing. A Memnite.
Okay, well, turn 3 Memnite's not very scary.
I am not shaking in my boots yet.
All it really does is make them have a bigger construct. Well,
Well-
that's a good third land to find, Taylor.
Yep.
We out here. We out here. I mean,
For a second, I thought they were. Yeah, I don't know. They have to be affinity versus the only. Oh yeah, they didn't reveal the receiver.
so
dog.
they could have a whole bunch of stuff that wants blue mana.
That
in
makes
their
sense.
hands. Yeah.
Why on the?
They did not
They did not
cast.
play out Memnite.
What possible reason could could they have for not playing Memnite?
I have no idea.
Why would you not want your construct to be a 4/4?
So, my idea for this turn is we play Saga, we play EE on 0. This will catch their construct, and then we play Saga, we play this, we pass. End of turn, we crack this, filtering this into blue to draw a card. Also get our third blue for Whir, and then we Whir because we'll have explosives and Wellspring left for 2 to get Thopter Foundry. And then next turn, we can either make a construct, play Sword of the Meek, combo, start the train. That's my line of thinking, at least.
Yep.
Just we want to kind of get this Saga out here to actually start doing something.
I think I also like it because we're putting ourselves in a position where we're taking away the play that it appears they want to make.
Right. They're going to try and make a 3/3 and maybe larger construct. And we can take one hit from a construct and be fine because, for those of you who don't know, Thopter Foundry says gain a life every time you make a Thopter. So
It does say that.
that's also the great thing about playing Thopter Foundry when in a prowess metagame.
Yeah, the other thing too here is like, if their whole entire plan was just construct, and not anything else. Okay, so we took them off that, and they're going
Right.
to make something else. So like, let's say
I
that
feel like they get a Springleaf Drum here. They didn't draw.
yeah, it could be. If they get Springleaf Drum, that is a pretty dead giveaway that they are just sitting on a bunch of blue in their hand. You know, the other thing too, it's like if they end up deciding to, let's say they are on this big affinity and they decide to cast Nettle Cyst, we're going to get the Germ.
Right.
Which I'm in for that.
Welding Jar wasn't on my list of things that they were going to get. So they're just on construct for days.
So if they pass to their combat, we can just, I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of like just taking a lump if it's only 4.
Right.
I mean, then it keeps them from, say, playing Nettle Cyst second main, and then we'll have to deal with that.
Well, I think because taking the hit now, I mean, what's worst case scenario? Let's say we wait for them to do a second construct and we end up with taking 2 hits. Do we have mana to do the thing we want to do if we don't use explosives this turn?
So you're saying, well, so
Let's say we decide to wait.
well, that
Okay.
they're trying to bait us into cracking it, I think.
Yep. Little do they know that really wasn't our plan A anyway.
No. Okay.
Well, if they make it big enough, it might.
We might. Okay. That's. So they got Welding Jar as a.
Oh, that's what was going on.
I mean, that makes sense from.
So now a hit is bad because they're just representing 12 damage next turn that we don't have an answer to right now.
So I'm thinking that we fire off this Galvanic Blast, and then we pop explosives.
Yeah.
That's, I think, where we're at now, just
Yeah.
because of, this happened.
And doing it that way is really better because, well, what's better? Is it doing that? What are the chances that they try to save the 4/4 instead of the construct. Is it 0? Is it just 0?
Right.
Probably.
Probably.
I mean, nothing is out of the question. I say blast that.
That guy. Also, the tricky thing playing this deck that's also playing 0 mana things is, I mean, we're in a good spot. EE's not going to get anything that we have on the battlefield,
Yep.
which is sometimes, because we're going to be making constructs too.
Yep.
So we're going to crack this. They're going to probably use a welding jar to regenerate, but that also takes it out of combat.
Yep.
They're going to lose Ornithopter.
It does set us back a little bit.
And then they do have a Memnite in their hand also, so.
Why do we have a fly bothering us?
I don't know.
It's unfortunate. We have another EE, don't we?
We do not.
That's our only one.
Yep.
So, okay, if we get a construct, the construct is a 3/3.
So if we're gonna go the construct route, I think we play Scalding Tarn, we get basic island, we use Steam Vents, island, play Pentad on 2, and then we'll make a 4/4 construct, if that's the bit. But then we'd only be trading.
So their construct, in all fairness, is minimum 9/9 next turn. Because they're going to fetch artifact plus make another
Oh,
one.
they're not fetching yet.
Oh, sorry. So it's minimum 8.
8/8.
So yeah, so I mean,
So we'd be taking 13 if we blocked one of these guys. Because of Memnite.
yeah. Does ours even live, or does it just trade for
It'll
that?
trade for that.
Now, if we don't do that,
We'd be worrying for.
we're just dead, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it seems
Well-
like that's the play we have to make, right? I mean,
Trying
is
to
there a
think.
thing we
We'll
can
have
work for?
one. So we have access to 4 mana.
How about this?
We can whir for Thopter Foundry. With
Hold
the-
on, though. What if we fetch island, whir for bridge?
Yep, forgot that was in our deck.
Yep. And we're at 3 cards in hand when we do
Well,
that.
we can. Yeah, so you're saying play Pentad Prism. Use one of that, just so we get this out and get the 1 mana ramp.
We could do that. I mean, that puts us down to 2. How much do we care about having that extra mana later? Because we can do it and be down to 3
Right, with whir,
even
sword.
without Prism.
Right,
Because we can just fetch island.
but it's all like Saga's going to be going away next turn also. So we'd have, if we don't hit our land drop, we'll have 4 for Urza if we draw Urza.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right,
So we have to go.
Pentad. And then we're going to make blue. Draw a card. Okay. Blue. Oops. Improvise. Oh, shoot. That's only. Uh oh.
We can still do it. We can just take the other mana off the
Oh, yeah,
Prism.
you're right. Whoops, miscounted. Bridge. Go. is there anything that they play Mark that
I mean,
they can get?
I guess it depends on what kind of stuff they're playing in their main deck, because like, there's not a lot of things that there's any chance that they would. There's just so little that there's any chance they would play.
Right.
I mean, they have no colored mana, so even if they were playing something like EE, they can't. They can't make it big enough to kill Bridge. And sometimes these decks, depending on the way they're built, like EE is a reasonable card because you're playing things like Springleaf Drum and Spire of Industry and
Right.
Glimmer Void, so you can get different colors of mana. But like they don't have any of that, so we're not in any danger there.
Yep.
All right, the bridge
They
call we
realized-
got there. Look, I was useful for all of 4 seconds
Did
in
it.
that game.
You remembered what we had in our deck. Oh boy. Pithing Needle's probably bad.
Yeah, because what's the best thing that we could hit?
Saga. Those are. I mean, those seem okay. It's really what do we want to bring in?
Well, they're a really fast deck, and I think the thing we worry about is if they're a deck playing. It seems like a safe assumption that they're a plating
Right.
deck. So in that situation, then the thing they put it on is probably a little guy most of the time. Fatal Push is maybe an option.
Right, that's what I was thinking.
Spyglass is maybe an option, but probably not.
Yeah. Kind of like, I don't know, Shadow Spear is just maybe a better target than, I mean, these 1-drops.
Or even like, how good is Witching Well for us?
Right, probably not great.
So, okay, I think there is a little bit of justification for keeping Needle because it shuts off plating, and one of the reasons we would care about that is if they are a plating deck, it gives them a way to get around Bridge if we use Bridge to defend ourselves.
I suppose.
I know that's
We're not
narrow. We're okay.
We can keep it.
Yeah. Let's
So
just go
right
with
now we're
those.
thinking this.
Yeah, I think that's good.
The thing we kind of got to be aware of, that card that's seen some uptick, is Hercule's Recall. I
Okay.
got recalled last night,
Yeah.
and just as a be on our radar card.
And then we draw the Needle. This hand's kind of bad. I mean, like, if we keep this, we're like,
This is turn 2 Foundry into Engineer, and then but we'd need another artifact sack to get Sword back on turn 3,
which we have.
which we have. So we could, I mean, technically we can go turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, have a 2/3 Thopter with the sword, and but that's
Do we
that's
go?
turn
Do we
3.
go? Do we go that order? Do we go Foundry before Engineer?
I mean, we probably go. I don't know if there's a huge.
We're on the draw,
Yeah.
so I suppose it depends a little on what they play.
Right.
We don't need to think quite that far ahead.
Right.
I say we keep
I think
it.
it's a keep.
Yeah. Oop. Spyglass hits enough things. Ross was on Team Spyglass.
So I feel like we're getting a watery grave here, so we can, or we can actually just get basic island, but we want to sack that before we sack our Pithing Needle.
True.
So I think we get watery grave. Nope. We get this so we can cast our Engineer.
Yep.
Look at us learning. This is where they dump their hand, maybe.
Look, they have colored mana. They have some.
That's-
Well, they have.
That, they're gonna whatever thought monitor.
I mean,
1, 2, 3,
that
4,
would
5,
be
6.
big game.
Yep. It's pretty good. Please stop.
They put out
Enough permanents,
9 game objects that turn.
but now they're empty-handed. Thank goodness. Caleb Push looking a little sus right there. I mean, I still think we're on the engineer for sword. 2, 4. Taking 8 next turn.
I mean, yeah, we don't have anything we can really do. So, okay, so we're on a 2-turn clock. Can we even win from that position?
So we Goblin Engineer next turn. We Foundry, draw a card, gain a life. We're at 9. Then we can block something. Take
Because if we can't
6.
because if we can't win from that position, then maybe we try to survive another turn.
So if we, all right. So we Goblin Engineer for sword. Next turn we'll have 3 mana. We'll Thopter Foundry. We'll sack Chromatic Star. Get a sword back. Gain a life. Their turn we'll block Thought Monitor or something, and then so we'll be at 9. We'll be at 9. Then we pass back. We'll have 4 mana to make 4 Thopters and gain 4 life.
Okay.
Like, I think Thopter Foundry is just going to carry us. I mean, I don't know what else.
Yeah, I was gonna say if we think we're in a position where we're not gonna be able to stay alive, then you would have to think about like fatal pushing a Frogmite and putting needle on plating in case they draw it,
Right.
because plating means we're dead.
Right.
So I mean, I think we just play the
We have
game
the
of-
higher upside.
Yeah, the game of that the top of their deck isn't good enough to just win them the game.
Not playing Saga here because we kind of
It's too slow
we're
in
gonna
this
need
situation.
our too slow, and we're gonna need our mana.
Sword is right there.
And now we just hope we don't get smacked.
And we can, I mean, engineer chump
It
blocks.
blocks the.
But yeah, if they have plating here, I think we just die.
Can't be blocked. Okay. They're probably gonna leave back Mem Knight. Take 7, go to 9. We want to play Saga out here, Mark.
I mean, probably.
It's probably fine,
We don't really want to take a fetch damage at this point.
right? So we're gonna Foundry. I don't think we get punished for doing it now or not doing it now. Just sacking this. Also, we could draw something, a Mishra's Bauble or something. This is the combo in action,
It is.
the non-infinite
The
version. though.
non-infinite version is right.
Yes. We drew a Whir of Invention. So if we can dump our hand, we can bridge again this game, potentially.
How close are we to being able to bridge right now? We're one for sure blue source short right now.
Yeah, that's kind of this game, is we've had to We needed black and red, so we had to get Blood Crypt turn 1. Ooh,
Oh, wow.
That's good for us.
Wow.
It's really good for us.
Wow.
They're terrified of our. I mean, we can probably safely needle now.
Yeah, I mean, plating is the real threat because if they get that,
Whoops. I mean, yeah, we're just hanging back, I think. Next turn we can bridge if we want because this can get a chromatic star.
yeah. Well, with us having needle on plating, bridge puts them back to where the best they can do is hit us with ginger brood.
Right, and we're going to be gaining 3 life a turn.
Yeah. So I think, are you gonna fetch now?
Yep. I think
We could even just get Watery Grave here.
just tap Watery Grave.
I mean, they're not, or even Triumph. Like, we're not under too much pressure.
I was thinking of getting Triome just so
Yeah.
there's not we're not drawing a tap land. We're gonna sack this. Do this little song and dance. And yeah, things are looking pretty good now. So I think we use this to float into our
Yeah.
color or our blue mana.
Yeah. You know, the thing that's nutty is we could have just engineered into it if we needed to. Because we've already
Yeah.
got Star in the graveyard.
I mean, we can either do that or we can get Shadow Spear and just get greedy and start gaining even more life. But this is probably the correct play. Just,
Well, I mean, so what could they have brought in? I mean, so chances are they brought in Disenchant.
right.
So
And
maybe it's not the worst thing to bait them with Shadow Spear. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like maybe they see that and they're just like, well, that's good enough
Well,
to.
and we have enough mana now that we can activate. We can spend a mana activating Engineer to get Star back if we want our triple blue.
Yeah,
So you good with Shadow Spear?
yeah, I think so. Because, I mean, Saga might have been good enough anyway to bait out
Right.
Disenchant if they had it.
Probably doesn't matter. We'll play our Saga and use the colorless mana.
Because if we're not gonna bridge,
Oh, the secret tech mark. Does this gain? Oh, it can't be blocked. Oh, I thought it gained hexproof for some reason. All right,
it's not secret.
we
tech.
going in with the big guy?
Yeah, I mean, if we get tired of Ginger Brute, we can just push it.
He's not doing anything. We are out here, ladies and gentlemen.
I think our biggest, honestly, our biggest concern is that they find Nettle Cyst or
Just,
something.
making green over there. Recall?
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, they're playing Craterhoof.
So okay, hold on. so can Engineer get back our thing now,
Yeah.
or is it on our?
We can now, but we don't have triple blue.
But if we get back Star, we do.
Well, we have to spend a red to do it.
Oh, that's right.
Do we kill 2 things now?
I mean,
I feel like we have to kill.
that might not be enough to kill 2 things because we have 4 toughness.
We can go to 5 toughness and go to 13. Dang it,
And so
I
let's
totally
say they
forgot about that.
so let's say they kill two things. Let's say we kill two things. It's probably just two frog mites. They will have 4 creatures with Crater Hoof, which means that they all. So that's 16 power of just Crater Hoof buffing things.
Ross, how? We don't have triple blue.
We don't have triple blue, and I think improvise cannot tap.
Cannot
for the
tap
blue.
for the blue. But do we have any other choice besides killing 2 things now? Like, I think that's, or we gain 3 life, but I mean that saves us more here. Thanks, Ross. All right, so I think we're gonna sack here. This turns on revolt, so we can push a frogmite.
Yeah.
We're gonna. Doesn't matter which one you pick. We could, just punt. What do they have here?
Oh, they're just getting mana.
We were too greedy, Mark.
Okay, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25. We're dead. I mean, they're going to have 25 power.
I'm pretty sure it's hoof. I hate it when I'm right.
Oh, sorry, they're going to have 26 power, I think. Yeah. So we do not have 13 toughness. Let's make sure they attack.
Oh, Ross, the stream delay is real.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Let's just have the computer do it.
7 too short.
Whee! Yeah, I saw a updated list this morning that was playing Neoform in that, and I was like, seems good. We were only 8 points short. If only we had something that wouldn't let creatures attack.
So, well, I mean, we could overplay into that card. Because, I mean, we could
Right.
put
I
Aether
don't-
Dust in our deck. We could put...
I mean, I don't think that's...
I think now that we know they can do that, we just I mean, I don't want to say we prioritize bridge more.
But we didn't think that we had on board what they had on board, and they had no cards in hand. We were fine until we learned something. A good piece of information.
Neoform into Hoof. It's so cool that I want to build it.
The Neoform?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, that's actually a great... Yes.
I suppose it sucks if you
All
draw
right.
the hoof, you know? Like,
Right. Well,
look, I mean, we just have the combo.
have the
in our
combo,
hand.
have a piece of interaction. I think this is fine.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that drawing lands might be our...
So we have to get either Blood Crypt, probably Blood Crypt. No.
We have to get Watery Grave.
Yeah.
Or Jeskai Triome.
Do you want that one?
I do need another one.
That's not. That's
We'll figure it out.
that's a sketched one.
Yeah, well, I'll talk to you after. Thank you, Kyle.
How do you feel about it being a sketched one?
Feel like it's my fourth one and I don't have a...
This thing's gonna land.
So, we probably... I mean, I want to get Triumph because it's a tap land, and we can also cast Thopter Foundry off of it, but we have Fatal Push in our deck, so
Yep.
we got to get Watery Grave.
Yep.
Pretty... Yep. Oops.
You know, the thing too is like, if they have Disenchant and they go for Foundry, we have backup Foundry.
Right. That's... I mean,
So,
it's more in terms of colored mana, more mana intensive than Sword of the Meek. But
Yeah.
Sword of the Meek, if we could have played that, playing around it, because if it goes to the graveyard, that's where it wants to be.
you know, I kind of enjoy the fact that they have 4 artifacts and did not put down a frog.
True.
So, like, that's a better position for us.
I mean, we're just setting up to... Do we just do this now? Is there any reason not to?
I don't know. Like again, I feel confident that their interaction is disenchant. So maybe it makes sense to
Just to have a dude with a sword on it.
yeah.
All right. Oh, down to that 5-minute mark. Shouldn't be a deal if
Streaming is always slower.
I know.
It's crazy.
Gotta talk through it. Yeah, it's weird playing a aggro deck yesterday in a tournament and waiting for other people instead of people waiting for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it when it
Yeah.
happens to me.
Yep.
I prefer that downtime. Like, I guess I prefer it more in like paper tournaments than I do online.
Right.
But it's not the worst thing in the world online either, because like otherwise you kind of get stuck just sitting there all the time.
We draw a land. I am
We out
confident we win.
here. Yeah, yeah. Well, we need an untapped land. That's the.
I did say that could be our. We are.
I
out here.
spoke it into existence.
You did. Appreciate that, Mark.
Sorry, team.
Are we just?
Let's put out explosives on 7.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. So that's the thing. Do we want to play around hoof?
Well, Hoof doesn't kill us from here.
No, we just play this and make some dudes.
Yep.
And I'm fine just holding this. Like,
Yeah, there's
there's
we
no
don't-
reason to attack. We're gonna gain infinite life next turn.
Yep. Okay.
That turn 4 saga,
Yeah.
terrified.
They have 6 cards in hand.
Yeah, they kind of
If-
similar to game 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still not enough, I don't think. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 artifacts, 7
Well, they don't
artifacts,
have access to the green or whatever. Yeah,
8 artifacts.
it just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh, white though. No,
Sure.
Just,
Not good enough.
I would like to show you my.
No, we are just dead next turn, but it's. I shouldn't say just dead, but we're in bad shape next turn.
Gotta not misclick and
Yeah.
sack our foundry. I've done that before.
Hey, if you do it this time, we have another one.
I mean, I don't know if they beat this. Just this, anyways. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like
not-
without
not-
infinite.
Yeah, not from here. I mean, they can obviously with Hoof, but
I would like to show you that you can no longer win the game.
hopefully our opponent just scoops it from here because they are done.
All right. People that don't know,
They are gonna, yeah. They're
Urza
gonna,
lets you tap an artifact for mana. So we're tapping our sword.
there.
There we go.
So I was about to say that we could face an opponent that looks at our clock and says that's our path,
Right.
but it's a little classier to be like, yeah, you got me.
Because in paper, you'd say, I would like to represent a loop. You'd make infinite number of Thopters, gain an infinite amount of life, and go on your way.
All right, we got there. Match 1 in the books. 1-0.
All right.
Survived the major surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
I'm going to try to entertain everyone in the meantime. So for like the people that just for the people that maybe just joined, we doing modern, we're playing a Wurza, War of Invention Urza, Lord High Artificer deck with the Thopter combo. Yeah, let's take a quick look at the let's take a quick look at the deck. So we have some whirs. We have 3 Whir of Invention, 4 Urza. We have a bridge. We have Goblin Engineer. We got the Thopter combo. A variety of different mana things. A bunch of different 1-drop artifacts because we're playing Saga. We got a few different mana colors we can get to. So
All right, I'm back.
that's the basics of the deck.
What do we think about this, Mark?
I wasn't studying it. I went back to our deck list to show people that may have just joined. But so what do we have? We can put Sword. We're just waiting for Thopter Foundry.
Ross, give me entertainment.
I know he wanted to be entertained.
No, I think this hand's fine.
Yeah.
I think we get Watery Grave here, in case this spell bomb's relevant. Or, sorry,
Blood Crypt.
Blood
yeah.
Crypt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Alios's, yeah.
You know, he can just call in on the stream and talk to you guys.
Kenny.
I can put him through on the phone.
He'll yell at us.
He also could drive 22 minutes to be here, but
That's a true fact.
we're not gonna make him do that.
Come on, Ross.
Mark has Amulet together. Oh, wait. Ross does too.
Yeah, yeah. Ross is not gonna play my pleb list. It's not updating. I think he probably commented it up there.
Well, it's. Oh.
Smoking
Smoking
meats.
meats.
Okay, I'm not gonna take the bait on that one.
All right. Give us land. Chromatic Star. Well. So it's either play Island Star or I kind of just want to fetch Not Shocked and get a Blood Crypt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or, I mean, it doesn't really matter because we can cast at least this by cracking Star next turn.
Yeah. I mean, truthfully, Burn is just always a clock. Like, that's all they do. And giving them more than what they can get on their own always feels bad. We have the double blue. The problem, I think, is we do not have the array of colors that we need to cast Foundry if we draw
this on
it.
turn 2 and then Foundry if we draw it.
I mean, it kind of feels like that's what we have to do. It's
Just
like,
Blood Crypt tap.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's too slow probably.
Right, I don't think if they have second land drop in. Yeah.
I think where we really get blown out is if we end up putting a creature out there for. I mean, these kinds of games, like if they have Searing Blaze, that's where
Right.
we just get wrecked.
Right. That's why, yeah, when we play Goblin Engineer, there's no way we're not getting anything besides a sword because anything else is not coming back.
What did he hit us with?
Ross has burned enough of Mark's play points, I think, in the last time around. All right, what do we got here?
They
Big
did
money,
not
big
go
money.
land number 2.
Bobble.
That's a bad card to have on
We do
top
not
of our
want
deck.
Bobble. Hey, it's good and it's bad. It means they have gas,
Yeah, it does mean they have gas.
but not a bad draw. Yeah, I mean we're still doing the thing.
I mean, so if they don't have another land,
Oh, I was gonna play Saga, but it probably doesn't matter. We want. I mean, it's fine.
we can play Saga next turn.
Yep.
Although, I mean, Saga next turn seems because that plays it into turn where we can't get anything, and there's like, what would we want off of Saga? Shadow Spear, probably.
right.
So maybe we do want to play it because the constructs
Wait,
aren't
I mean,
even that
I think Shadow
important.
Sphere is in our board.
Oh, true.
Probably could. So that's kind of the one slot, like either Needle Main or
Yeah.
Shadow Spear, and with the downtick in Asmo as not really a deck or a very popular deck right now, I think and with Prowess coming back,
Yeah.
I think Shadow Spear could be main. They bolt our guy. Yep.
I mean, them bolting our
got a
guy
Galvanic
is
Blast.
fine. Like, I'm fine with them bolting our guy. So, okay, so we're at 10.
So we can blast in combat spell bomb.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's the question is, do we? They don't play. They're burned.
Well, once they play a second land, like, I have a feeling we're at a life total where we're donezo.
Right. So
Like-
I'm just gonna do this now.
Yeah.
Have a preference mark.
Yes.
Oh, we want the
Yes.
trigger.
Yes.
Yep. Good call. I caught it. Barely.
Yep. Get the trigger.
Come on, one time. Nope. Well, hey, that's not a bad card to
jeez.
see on top, though.
Well, as long as they're not drawing lands, we can get away with that. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if there was.
No. We have to preserve
Just
our life
always
total
know.
because once they hit another land,
I suppose that
we're in
puts
huge
us.
trouble. Oh, they spiked us.
And
Okay.
we still don't have. Okay, so. So we can. Wait. Never mind. Obvious play is
Yeah.
this guy. Get our sword back.
How often does that happen?
Probably not very often. We're gonna tap our sword and play out our hand. We're gonna tap this, play this. We have a 5/6 now, and we
Yeah.
also have Galvanic Blast up. We can tap
Yeah.
our construct.
Though we do not have protection from the spells in their hand.
No. They suspended Rift Bolt. That's
All right.
it.
So that means that we are, if they draw land, we're probably dead next turn.
How big can we make this construct, though?
Not
Not-
14 power, probably. I mean, okay, hold on though.
7.
We don't need to make it that big. Let's put out Pentad onto. Because that gives us man. Well, do we care about drawing a card off of star, or do we care about the total power? So what are we at? We're at 7 power. We can get it up to 8 power. Then we could blast them down to 3. That's not good enough.
We can spin.
We can spin twice technically. So if we can't kill him from here, do we just hit him with construct for 6, and then like try to spin for stuff? Okay, what's the value of spinning for stuff? What could we? The only
hit
thing,
Thopter Foundry
yeah,
and
the
win.
Thopter Foundry is the only thing we can find that. Is there anything else we can find that's just like really
That
good in
protects
this
us from
situation?
spells in their hand.
Probably not.
No.
So whatever we do, we have to have the ability to cast Foundry, which
Well, you
means
cast it for free. Off of Grizzly.
how can we cast it for free? We need black, right?
Well, if we draw it, but
You're talking about spinning. I'm talking about
drawing.
drawing.
Okay.
Would you rather draw or would you rather spin? I mean, drawing seems better.
Right.
So are we going to make another construct to try and kill him next turn? Assuming they don't draw land?
Right.
Or, I don't know, like,
I think we just draw. I think we attack and then draw. I don't honestly know if we have another out.
Okay, so yeah, let's just attack him with a construct. We kind of need to leave a blocker.
For toughness relevant.
So what could we do? We could tap sword to sack star.
Float
Black.
black.
Spellbomb's not good enough. Okay, so now we could just sack Spellbomb, take their graveyard, use the black mana.
Yep. Okay.
Bobble's not good enough.
This is mana neutral. This is Mock Sapphire.
All right.
We can actually spin now. Or, I mean, hey, we just withdraw another card. The best part is we get to tap this for blue and then use it to draw. Okay, and then
We do not want to probably crack that.
no. So now we spin to win.
Do we have enough to spin?
We have exactly 5.
Sure.
I mean, what else is there? What else are we doing?
Nothing.
Yeah. All right. Never lucky. We'll play it though.
Yep, and not crack it. Holy hell. All right. So we're for sure going to 4.
Pray chat. No land, no,
No
land,
land.
no land, no land, no land, no land.
If they don't
They're
have
dead.
land, they probably scoop it up because they're just dead. I mean, they're not just dead, but
Is
it's
this the
pretty
biggest
close.
slow roll ever, or
Well, they're not just dead because now they can block. Well, they can't block because we can just
Mark,
kill
we win
it.
the game?
Oh, we did it. I was gonna say get Needle to send a message, but don't.
We'll just it doesn't matter. Or wait, does it? No, it doesn't. Tap this for blue. Blue.
We did it.
We.
We out here.
Oh, thank goodness.
Good.
All right, Shadow Spear in. Spell Bomb. They are playing Luris.
They are.
Needle. We want those probably.
Well, we might want Gust. Do we want that? They have a lot of red spells in their deck.
They do.
I mean, the problem is, like, you know, in the early game and the late game, it's essentially just time walking them.
I feel like this is too.
Bridge?
What are your
Oh,
thoughts?
yeah, bridge
Way
is-
too slow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it's not relevant because you can't bridge a
By
lava
the-
spike.
Right. Well, by the time this gets resolved, they've already dealt you the creature damage that it matters.
Let's see what Ross said there. Yeah, pushes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I was gonna say that seems like our best card. So we have 3 for sure outs.
I mean, that seems kind of.
Is there anything else that we think isn't great?
Probably not.
I mean,
it's
what do we
blocker.
what do we want Talisman in there for?
Right. Just another rant piece.
Well, but it hurts us.
right,
to
it says
ramp.
deal damage on it.
Wait, but Witching Well is also bad. Maybe we want the ramp piece and we don't
And
want,
cut well,
so we could.
and then we'd have another, unless we want the spell bomb for
Luris.
Luris.
Yeah, let's. I'm fine with
I'm fine with
that,
that.
and then cut those for those 4 cards. I think Gust. Oh,
Oh, my wells were already out. Why do we have? Oh, I brought in Shadow Spear already. We need one more cut, then.
Oh. Yeah, in that case, then now Spellbomb is probably the cut.
First one out.
Yeah, because it's like it's narrow for the most part.
Right.
Like it's
And
like that game. It didn't really do a
Right.
lot other than draw some cards. So help us draw cards.
Yeah, it does take way longer when you're
I-
explaining your thought process.
I know. Every time that I've streamed,
This seems like bad.
yeah. I mean, so what's the argument to keep it? It's the argument to keep it is that we just have combo and we have
Bobble on one.
yeah.
Or we have a scry effect and we're on the draw.
Yes. And yeah.
But, but this is a pretty mana intensive hand. Like with one land to hit.
Well, we don't have to play engineer, and we don't have to play whir because we have the rest of it in our hand.
Right.
So it's just a question of how greedy are we? Because it's not like we have to draw 2 lands.
Did they keep 7? They kept 7.
We have to draw 3 lands.
A little gun shy, Mark.
Well, wait now, though. Let's think about this. Foundry Sword by
Alone
itself
on
is
turn
really
3
good
says gain
against
a
them.
life, block something if
Yeah.
they have a creature hand.
Yeah.
All right, I'm fine.
Gonna
I'm fine with it.
Taylor's like, I'm not fine, but I'm going to do it. Well, this is the sort of hand where we definitely just bobble ourselves and find out.
Well,
No, that wasn't.
all right, we'll make them think we have more than one. Nope.
Okay, get it out of here.
Probably get Triome or Steam Vents.
Well, we
Or,
have to have
water,
black.
I meant Watery.
Yeah, we have to have black, so we probably have to get Watery Grave.
All right. It's fine.
Your
Chad,
turn. Oh,
It's fine. Hey, look at that. We drew our tap land.
Why?
Uh-oh, that's bad.
Oh, no.
That's big bad right there. Okay.
Oh, good. Really, really good.
We can take 4 and play our Thopter Foundry. I mean, do we really have...
Well, let's see. Let's see where we're at. Right now we're on take 4 to play Thopter Foundry. Take,
At 13, at least 4 on the...
well, it's more than that. It's going to be, I mean, let's assume that they shoot us for 3 damage at minimum.
Right.
So we're down to 7, have to take 2 to play sword and have no mana untapped. Can I tell you what I think we should do?
Go ahead.
I think we should shock in, play engineer.
Put sword.
Put
That's what I was just
sword
thinking.
in
Put
the
sword in the
bin.
bin, and then we don't have to cast it.
Yeah.
Saves us some damage. That's what I was thinking.
I mean, we're still going to have to cast 2 things that Eidolon can do,
Right.
but no, we need
Whoops.
red. Yeah. I mean, engineer's just going to get chump blocked.
Yep. I mean, what about... I don't know.
We're probably just dead here. Especially if they
If they...
hard casted Rift
That's-
Bolt on the engineer. How about if we don't cast the bobble?
It's bold.
Okay, so
So we're at 7. We'll take 3.
so we cast
We're at 4.
so we cast Foundry. We go to 7, right? They're
I
the,
mean-
the chances that we don't just die are outrageously low.
Right. But there's nothing else that we got going.
No,
So this is when you just hope that these are 4 little lands up here in the opponent's hand, which are... Oh?
okay.
So you're saying there's a chance. All right, I'm ready.
Another hard cast bolt. Yeah,
Are
we're
we at-
dead.
Oh yeah, we are the deads. All right. The keep didn't
You
work
know how
out,
bad our
team.
hand was, is that we lost to 2 hard cast rift bolts, one of which didn't even go at our face. That's how bad our hand was.
It's fine. Everything's fine. We are out here.
Bridge would have been terrible that game.
Yes.
Oh man. How much? Okay, so I'm gonna take 85% of the responsibility for that game because I talked us into keeping the one lander.
It's so tough. I played this deck back at when you had Mopal, and keeping hands like that, it's like, oh, I'm fine if I can make it turn 3 or 4, but it's like most of the time you're just dead.
Yeah, I think this one's just a goner. This one's also bad, but I mean, because EE's not great against them. We do have Engineer. We can just go Shadow Spear turn 1 if we really want to.
I think I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Put back Blood Crew.
Well,
I think we put back a Delta
yeah,
and get
because that's guaranteed damage we have to take.
right. And get use Tarn to get basic island on 1 and just play.
Do
out.
we have basic swamp?
We do not. I've thought about that as a deck change. Do we want to play this out on 1?
No, I honestly, let's just Blood Crypt because that solves our mana thing
Right.
without costing us any life.
We can maybe even get them to. So I like, no matter what they do, I mean, play engineer next turn,
Probably.
and then maybe they play another 1-drop and we get our 2-for-1 or something.
Yeah.
That's best case, I think. They did mold to 6.
But they were on the draw, which is
Right.
the time you want them all. Yeah, I'm in to just play that because the less damage we take off of our fetch
Right.
lands, the better.
Play this.
Bin Sword.
Bin the sword. Go. If they don't kill this, I am 100% throwing it under the bus.
Actually, though,
They killed it.
okay, I was like, carrying a sword is not a nothing.
Okay,
thing.
this is actually a good draw because we don't have to.
Yeah, and they don't have another. They didn't play
They
another
didn't have
land.
another land. So I like Shadow Sphere. Gal Blast now.
You know, and let me just say this. Sometimes EE on 1 is the direction we want to go, but I think now if we kill that, it's a little less likely that we care about EE on 1.
Right.
So, yeah.
We can get our Triome out of the deck.
Yes. Yes, one time.
But then we are kind of out of the things to do. Well,
Yeah, but if they're not drawing lands, that's
Right.
okay. Like, we just need to not draw lands. We need to draw live cards.
so that leaves in the suggestion of leaving that in the deck because that says draw a card on it, Mark, and we have our 4th land drop, and we won't have to shock if we say we draw one of these and we need it as a land drop.
Yeah, let's get.
Watery Grave.
Yeah, I think so.
That's my line of thinking.
I just do not want to take damage off Delta. Like, I know that's means
The
that more
land that
lands
you
are
would
on our deck.
Play, but
Well, they're not pressuring us. Maybe we do just play Delta. It's a thinner deck.
get our last shock out.
Yeah. Have Shocktron. I don't want to put it on 1.
I don't want to put it on 1 either. My only thing is, do we put it on 2 for Eidolon's sake?
Yeah, because then it's out.
And then it's out. We don't take damage.
Hold on though. If we do that and they don't play Eidolon, then it's just dead
Right.
because then it kills our combo pieces.
Right.
So
Still hold.
I think it's. I mean, it's too. To me, it's too greedy to do
Right.
it. Yeah.
The 2 damage might not be
Yeah.
worth it.
Ooh, somebody tried to chat.
Oh, whoops.
We don't know who.
Not again.
We can hide that.
Oh, the
Yeah.
disregard. Nope. I always just have mine on usually.
I don't. Yeah. It's take it or leave it.
Sometime there's cordial conversation.
Yeah.
Most of the time there's not.
Right. You know, that's the thing with burn. Like sometimes you just only have one land.
I am kind of still worried though if we don't draw something.
Yeah, we do need some
We need-
action.
Literally just anything.
Okay.
So do we want to go to 9?
I mean, we don't have to.
I don't know if I want to.
What's the worst case scenario? We draw a creature. The only creatures in our deck are Engineer and Urza.
Right.
How badly do we care about Shadow Spear? Oh, well, we're going to play another land, so we don't even need to crack the fetch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not a good one. I'm really worried about just dying to this mark.
Yeah, we may have to just play this on 1 and sack our Shadow Spear. Like, I don't think we could have predicted that.
This is how the game would have played out.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're just gonna
Yeah, there's no reason not to put that down.
no reason to crack Delta now at all. I mean, we have all the mana that we're gonna need. Well, I mean, we're just cracking this now.
Well, if all they're going to do is hit us for 1, we don't have to crack it now. You know what I mean?
Right.
If they play something, then
I just
okay.
get worried about the multiple of 3. Whoops. What did I just do? Oh
You
no.
you activated the Shadow Spear.
Oh no.
Yeah, we gotta do
Well,
it.
that was a punt.
It happens. I did it once.
All
Actually, I
right,
did it a lot.
Urza.
The best thing about that.
We
the
ended
best-
up at 9 anyways.
The best thing about that is you did it in the turn we were gonna lose it. Like, oh, the pain. Okay, well, we have to spin it away. Because we could draw Foundry.
True.
I mean, is that better than
I mean, yeah,
we're kind of just dead? All right, well that blocks. So now what do we bin?
probably Foundry.
Because we can get it back.
Or we can draw another card.
How? It's not putting it in play. Oh, I suppose
Well,
Wellspring.
next turn, yeah, or yeah, I don't know.
Well, if we're gonna get it
Or we
back
can
next,
bobble.
if we're gonna get the thing back next turn, then don't we want Foundry? Because then we can set up our
Right,
thing.
but if I mean, we're blocking. We're 100% blocking. So it's the whole. I don't think it matters bit. I mean, one of these can still.
Do we just want to bin something that we don't? I mean, otherwise it's just bin the other sword.
I think.
So
I
we
mean, I
don't
think
draw-
that's our worst draw.
Yeah. Well, they're all bad that if they're not Foundry.
Right. I think we might just die here though. If they ever, yeah.
Oh, there's another land.
Aura's Charm.
Probably just dead, right here.
It just didn't matter.
Yeah, because we just didn't draw anything. Like,
Yep. We took so many hits off. Like there's no way we could have known that Monastery Swift Spear was going to deal us.
well, you kind of
8
assume
damage.
that you're gonna get that you're gonna. I mean, like, it's so greedy for them when they're sitting on one land. It's like, to me, it feels greedy to be like, no, we're gonna bolt your creature,
Right.
you know. And it's like, But at the same time, we already had Shadow Spear, so they're just sitting there like, we're dead.
Right.
Because Shadow Spear, like, we only have to hit with that creature like 1 or 2 times.
Right.
I feel like, I mean, if I'm being honest, I feel like that was a little unlucky.
Yeah.
But it kind of comes out in the wash too, because them being stuck on one land for all those turns was unlucky for them.
Right. Games 1 and 2.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, they were just sort of, that was kind of just both decks underperforming for a bunch of games.
Right.
Wouldn't you say?
For sure. You want to hand me
All right, I'm gonna go use the little boys' room.
my... All right.
You have to be in charge until I come back.
Uh-oh. We'll be here waiting in the queue. Shout out to Ross letting me borrow his Urza's Sagas so we can play the decks that I want to play. Card's only $50 online right now. That last game makes me want to play. I was contemplating a Inventor's Fair or a Academy of Ruins in the deck. All right.
Yeah.
This seems like
Is this
not as bad as I initially thought because of Talisman.
is this our best Witching Well possible draw?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like,
This is kind of dead depending on what the matchup is.
yeah. But I mean, is this so? Like, the question is, we have no combo pieces, but we can get one with
We can
Engineer.
get the one we want in the bin. We can interact with a creature.
Yeah.
Most likely this will be relevant. Also says draw a card. We have the mana to make a beater.
Yep.
So I'm into it.
Yeah. Let's just give it a shot. It's not our best hand.
We're on the draw.
Probably better than whatever our 6 would be.
Right.
Jabs 21.
They're going fast. Oh, look at that.
Maybe they're going slow. I've seen that card be in slow decks before.
Could be. Witching Well.
I think so. They're going to be like, what kind of garbage is this? And we're going to be like, it's a card from Throne of Eldraine, so it's probably good. Why don't you shut up?
Witching Well in the deck because Arkham's Astrolabe no longer modern legal. Well, look at that.
Bang. Do we even want the land, too?
I kind of want the land. I kind of want the land first.
Or are we going to cast Saga
Well, I
next
think
turn?
next turn is Saga, Creativity into Spellbomb. Or we just play... Well, we can't play Engineer.
Yeah, I mean,
Sounds
I'm fine
fine.
with... I'd say... Well, hold on. You want Foundry on top and then Watery Grave, right?
It doesn't matter. We're not going to be playing these our next turn anyways. You know what I mean? Because next turn we're going to go Saga, Creativity, Spellbomb.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So we're going to draw both before we need to play either of them.
I feel 100% certain that they're not a Thoughtseize deck.
Same
So-
here.
So I think we're okay.
With this hand, I would rather this be prowess and not the Murktide deck
Yeah.
because they play counterspell.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there is going to be some consideration maybe to just spell bombing that channeler.
Right.
Because if it gets going,
Just iteration. Nope. That makes me think they're prowess.
you know, every single time I've ever cast Serum Visions, I'm like, I wish this card was better.
I wish it did more. Terrible value, scrying to the top and then not surveilling. You hate to see it.
It's just, it's too many things to think about. Let's be honest. All right.
Large construct could be made also.
Yeah. It's not out of the realm of possibility.
Me thinking their prowess, probably we don't need to worry about making a construct because they're not as grindy. But that-
This is the Murktide
this is
deck.
Murktide. I usually, the versions I've seen don't usually play Serum Vision. That's why it made me think it was. Usually their sorcery's expressive iteration. I'm sure they're playing that also then. They just might be less counter magic orientated.
Yeah.
Okay. Engineer plus Foundry seems fine.
Yep.
What don't we want countered? I mean,
I
let's
think if you lead on Engineer, then you can whir for the.
right. So if they're going to counter something, we want them to counter this. This pause makes me think they have something, Mark.
Yeah, I was gonna say like it'd be,
That's
be
pretty
interesting to see if
suspicious.
it'd be interesting to see if they were like kind of slow rolling us there.
Right.
Like, oh. All right. So yeah. So now we can get Foundry unless they have.
They may have
Force.
force, but then again, they'd be down to 2 cards in hand.
Well,
All right. So we can probably start thinking about what we're gonna get with the saga when that goes next turn. There's the monkey. Please don't take something.
like a sword.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if they take sword, it's not the end of the.
They just hit a land.
It's fine. Now they have another land. Now they have mana up to just cast force on us.
What do we want to do, Mark?
Well, they probably have a counter spell, right? I mean, do we feel safe in saying that's what they have?
Yeah.
They cannot counter us making a construct,
That's
and
kinda
they
what I was
cannot,
thinking.
and they cannot counter us getting.
And we're not dead from 8 with just taking flying damage from. And we can also make a blocker.
Yeah.
We could, see there's Murktide, get Nihil Spellbomb,
Sure.
and then leave this up so we can draw a card. So, down make the construct.
Yeah, I think so.
With this and this, don't have to take a damage. They're gonna Unholy Heat, so they are playing around the spell bomb. Heads up play.
We do not have sorting
don't.
bin, so we can't.
No.
guess
We just gotta let it go.
Yeah.
But hey, that's a card out of their hand. Or I can mize them and get Pithing Needle. I think Nile Spellbomb's a bit better.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no real reason to not do this now.
Yeah.
And because we can draw a bobble or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we just.
Just pop it off.
Yeah. Seems unlikely that we're just straight dead here.
Right.
Oh, look at that. Look at us drawing sagas. The other thing that's nutty is like.
Too bad we didn't have another. If that wasn't, we didn't draw red. Oh, I moved the camera. I think it's fine.
You move the camera?
I
Oh,
kicked
yeah.
it.
I can still see us. So I think we're safe.
We're good.
Like, if they don't have more counter spells, like, Bridge is actually just going to stop them.
Right. No, if we didn't, if we drew like steam vents or something, but that would have put us at 6. I have a feeling that this Witching Well will soon be a 1/1 Blue Thopter token.
Right. Yeah. That's fair. Because,
what are
I
the
mean,
odds they don't get Delirium here with Mishra's Bobble? They do have Ragavan.
yeah, well, Ragavan dies to Thopter.
That it does. Iteration. No, that's Ragavan.
And I say we do that this time.
Block him.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Hell yeah, brother. We could block them both. Well, no, we can't. We don't have 2 mana.
Go up to 9.
Yeah, I think Black Ragavan. Even though Channeler's like pretty good, it's still
Right.
just
I
like,
mean, if
get
they
outta
don't-
here.
Oh, no, they're still not have Delirium. They could be debating us.
So if they get to counter something of ours, then they get Delirium.
Right. So, kind of sucks that our third blue source is also our only red source. Because I was thinking of playing something to bait him into casting a counter spell.
Yeah.
And then before, with trigger on the stack, then we can get rid of that. But,
So Construct right now is 4.
yep,
I mean,
that seems...
like, probably the best thing we
Right.
could do. I mean,
And we have 2 mana up. I think just pass.
yeah.
And maybe we can snipe this. I mean, if they're attacking for 1, good for them.
Well,
So-
okay, so this is gonna put them on Delirium. Like, maybe it's just worth it to hit it now.
That's what I was saying. Maybe hit that.
I guess the question is if they have something to respond with.
Right. Thought Scour maybe gets us here. They can counter their sleight of hand.
It doesn't totally get us. I mean, we could just Galaxy Brain the whole thing and sack Foundry to get a blocker that kills it because it'll have already taken 2 and we have another Foundry.
Right.
I mean,
And we can still get to make the construct.
yeah.
But we're also at 4.
Who would have thought? Well, they only have 1 card in hand now.
About to have 2. No Luris.
Yeah. I mean,
We're 100% doing that,
Yeah.
I think. Guess what? It has to attack, ladies and gentlemen.
just got him. Who would have seen that coming?
Ooh, they're playing Dread Horde. Alright. Guess what? Construct blocks Dread Horde, usually.
Is there a reason we wouldn't just make an? I mean, because
No.
we don't have combo, so it's like seems like that's just the right thing to do.
Probably tap our other saga, or do we kind of want to play Thopter Foundry with them only having one card in hand?
Yeah.
Tap that. Getting Ether Spellbomb.
Yeah, because if they do cast Murktide Regent, then
That's an out. I mean, just this.
yeah.
I don't think we want to cycle our Pentad. Just basically for artifact count, I think this is fine.
Yeah. Yeah, hitting them
Hit you
seems
with
like
my
the right choice.
5/5.
I mean, if they have some action with that last card, they could have us here because I think Arcanist lets them bolt.
Yup. Well, they have land. But are they gonna? I mean, I don't know if I would attack if I didn't have it in this situation.
Yeah, because
They're just getting trying to draw a card.
all right. So they must feel like they're just dead.
They're super behind. I mean, they are just dead, I guess.
Yeah, because Spellbomb really did just represent that. Like,
You need to, yeah. All right, we got there. I don't know.
well, Fatal Push deals with DRC and
Ragavan and
And-
Dreadhorde.
yeah,
This Needle's probably bad.
yeah.
Cont-
We have no out to Regent unless we put Vindicate in the deck.
Right. Or we just try and take the relevant one out of their hand.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
This is yeah.
Thoughtseize always sucks against decks that are like sleight of hand.
Right.
Like, I shouldn't say always, but it's like
A lot of movement of material.
yeah. It's just it feels bad when that's the only thing you can hit.
Cuts.
Witching Well is like
This
always
seems
a cut.
like always the cut, which is
Yeah.
fine. Sometimes you need that.
Because Vindicate is so much better.
Right.
Bridge is a viable card because
Right.
it protects us from a big Murktide.
I mean, we can maybe cut.
Would you cut that over Wellspring?
Probably cut Wellspring. I don't know. Do we want to cut a Whir?
I mean, they are a counterspell deck.
Pretty mana intensive. We're just bringing in more answers.
Yeah. Wow, Spellbomb seems really good.
Yeah. Could cut Pentad or Creativity. I kind of like Creativity because we don't have a ton of white sources. That's the thing about this mana base that I don't enjoy.
Yeah.
So like we could do this and bring these in.
Yeah. Let's do that. I'm fine with that.
Oh, we're still a card short.
Oh, we need one more?
Do we want third Vindicate?
Yeah, I mean, it just answers a lot of their threats.
Literally everything.
Yeah. Like, I mean, you can't Vindicate a Lightning Bolt, but
Making a lot of really good points. Well,
I mean, we're part of the way to combo, and we have the ability to cast things, so,
I don't hate it.
you know, and this seems like an ideal start to fetch Triome, you know?
right.
So,
Upkeep, Thought Scour. Probably looking for another land. But the old combo. Jeez. Mark.
We did. We didn't even try to do it, and we did.
They're scared. He's so scared of Vindicate that they just decide to put him in the another one.
Talk. Get 2 more. We can do it.
This
Oh.
is kind of the Nambo, though. I've seen people thought scour themselves, want to keep it on top, and then realize that it's going to the bin no matter what.
Yeah.
They fill up their graveyard so fast.
Yeah. Can't get it. Seems like we just.
Off of Spire. What do you want to do here?
Yeah, I mean, Spire's fine.
You want a Gabo?
I mean, what do we put in the bin?
I don't know.
Because we have sword in hand.
Uh,
And Goblin can't block.
We could just put. I mean, we can threaten to just put Thopter Foundry in the bin, play sword next turn,
Get it back.
sack sword,
Yeah.
and
All
that's kind of where I'm at.
In for it.
The last against, I guess Burn, we only saw Urza once, but I feel like we have not seen Urza very often.
We have not.
If they don't kill this, I mean, they could force here though.
Yeah.
Which is why we're playing 2. A lot of the professional Magic players only say that you need one Sword of the Meek. I am not as brave as they are.
Yeah. All right. Nope, it has to attack. Would you look
Well,
at that?
Sometimes, just works out.
Force. No.
I mean, yeah. We'll just. Do we want to? Maybe we should have done it if the surveil mattered. I don't think they'll. We just doing this now, Mark, or are we taking another 3?
No, let's get it. I'm in for it. We don't need to take any damage. I mean, them getting to surveil. Look at that. They put their own EE in the bin. They're like, your
Cowards.
cards don't matter.
Oof.
Yeah, so it
That's,
turns out getting it was the right call.
If they tap out for, like, oh, I was thinking they were maybe going to go.
Never lucky.
Play this tapped, play sword, hold up, Gelb Blast.
Yep. I guess because their only thing that Ragavan's the thing that could hit us,
Right.
and we can get that with blast. We need push for. Holy cow!
They had 3 bolts.
Wow!
That is kind of no.
Come on!
Oh,
Come on! All right.
Well, that's all of them.
Yep.
Now we just got to not get hit by anything.
easier said than done. That is wild.
Jeez.
Well,
Nope, we're not in for that. So wait. Okay. They've binned 2 Murktide Regents. They're not, if they have one, they're not casting it. I mean, is there any amount of justification to just vindicate a land, or is that way greedy?
I think that's way greedy.
Okay.
They just rip Murktide and we lose instead of
Okay, well,
right.
see, that's what I was thinking they might do, is they might dig for something.
right.
And because, like, now, vindicating a land is, like, a real possible play that we might make.
Not a bad draw. Not a great draw, but
They've got to be sitting on counter spells.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can't counter it. All right, well. gives us an opportunity to rip Urza. We don't have to play our own Bolt. Yep.
So I say, yeah, Gav Blast. Well, hold on. How big is our construct? Only a 2/2?
Yeah.
I guess. Because
Right.
I was thinking they're at 11, like,
Not irrelevant to get them,
yeah.
but you good with Blast
Yeah,
though?
I think so.
Okay.
Bang. Okay, well,
Easy mode, ladies and gentlemen. They have 5 cards in hand. We don't see a force negation anywhere. They could have it though. And snap resolve. I would like to just do this now. Is there any reason to not mark?
no.
We making 3? Or are we making a construct?
Well, construct, if we make it, is a
1, 2, 3.
4/4.
Yep, and it's gonna be lethal next turn, probably.
Right. So, I think the thing to do maybe is just. I mean, what could they possibly have that we can't respond to by doing that?
Right. So you're saying just pass? with the
Yeah.
3 mana up? Yeah.
Yeah.
Merc.
Well.
I'd like to make a construct, please.
So let's think about our plays here. It's too much mana, in my opinion, to waste on making another construct.
Yep. We can get
Yeah.
Ether Spellbomb and bounce Murktide.
Yeah.
Probably kill him.
Yeah.
I haven't counted.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, they're gonna live, aren't they?
10, 11
Nope.
exactly.
Nope, we're gonna get them.
They can Unholy Heat a Thopter.
Yeah. That's not a very good play. If that's what they do.
That's
Well,
the-
Unholy Heating a Thopter, they still die because they would have to pay mana
Oh,
to
true.
do it. Yeah.
See, the underrated, like this combo just in itself is so
Yeah.
hard to deal with a lot of, for a lot of decks.
Because when you think about it, right, like it's its own built-in protection for them having Murktide,
Right.
you know. But it's
Right,
like
it matches up very well
yeah,
with against Murktide.
yeah. So like, yeah, I don't know. I did we have Saga out already when I was making us think about vindicating a land, or did we
No,
get
we
it
did not.
afterward?
We did not have Saga out.
Because I was like, what if we would have known that Saga was going to go off, then vindicating a land would be like kind of icing on the cake because it would make it so hard for them
Right.
to do anything.
And their version looked like it didn't play any free interaction that we saw, and we saw half their deck
Yeah.
that game, so that makes it hard for them to play a threat and hold up mana.
Yeah.
Cutting them off.
It's good that somebody's here to stop me from making the greedy plays. Because
Hey, if we were using your play points, I'd let you make the greedy plays, Mark.
what are you talking? You have infinite play points now.
Well, they got Luris, but this is a nope.
Nope. That's a big old pile of nopes.
We lost the die roll once again.
Wow. Witching Well, you're going to have to be an all-star in this
Yep.
game, I think.
Probably basic
Yeah.
island. All right.
So,
We-
yeah.
Asmo, it's my guess.
I mean, it seems safe to assume that.
They're not playing. All right.
Wait, could they be playing Mill?
Yeah, they're mill. Good call, Mark. Am I bobbling myself before we determine the land? Or do we not even want to fetch?
I guess Witching Well can be next turn because, like, I think you probably want to fetch Blood Crypt, right?
Right.
Yeah. Let's
Well, maybe it's so we do all of our searching in one turn. If they are, assuming they're mill in
Yeah.
Archive Trap, next turn we're gonna want a Goblin Engineer anyways.
Yep.
So, you know what I mean? Just cut down the number of turns that we.
If we go bottom, I'm fine to maybe bobble.
Well, we don't want a second engineer.
And we don't really want that land. So, you good to bobble?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think they're.
There's
a
no
Thoughtseize
reason to do
deck,
this
are
on
they?
their. No reason to not do it on their upkeep though, just in case they are.
Yeah.
We're not nothing we can cast anyways if we draw it.
Yeah.
Looks like mill, Mark.
Yep.
Good call. Sword? Never lucky.
Well.
We are. Blood Crypt didn't get got.
It feels bad to be like, let's just take this card out of our
I know.
library. How come we don't have Emrakul on the sideboard?
I know. Next time.
Is it because we're a graveyard deck, kind of? Shit.
Well, they didn't have trap.
It's always a positive.
Yeah, that guy.
Turn 3 crab. I'm okay with that.
Still haven't played their Field of Ruin. Maybe Drown Moloch. Fatal Push. Well,
So, man. Do we just go Saga Talisman?
I like that. And then one of their cards is Field of Ruin. So maybe this Urza somehow doesn't get countered. Whoops, don't want to use that. Or wait, never mind. I thought we did want to use that. Oh well.
Doesn't matter.
I thought it was Pentad for a moment.
We don't have counterspell
Oh,
in our
Ross
hand.
is saying maybe.
Is it just people doing all the stuff? Oh no, it's Leo. Leo getting in there. Somebody, Leo.
Win, please.
We're gonna try to win. Oh, and my friend Tor was like, "Stop being so greedy." Classic. You would know.
They might trap us here. I feel trapped.
Well, we only have to feel trapped.
We only
if
have one of our 5 basic islands left.
We have 0 of them. Sword? No. Come on.
Never lucky.
Nope.
This is when we draw it. Nope, just a good old Witching Well.
When we lost Watery Grave, so we don't even have our. Do we even
But
have
do we even
Triumph?
want to fetch, though? I mean,
Triumph is probably our only fetchable land left. Well, we have to get to mana for.
We have
Oh
a
no,
s-
we don't need to
We don't
because we have
need
mana
to,
for
yeah.
Urza.
We also have a steam vents left
Okay.
and one island.
Yeah.
Or no,
I don't even think we fetch.
No.
Like honestly,
what are the odds this resolves?
medium.
Slim.
Say meat.
Wow.
Yeah, we got there. We did it.
Next turn we can. If they, what are the odds they don't mill one of our swords? We can win. Does it even matter? Yeah. It matters.
Let's just do it.
It's mana.
If it,
If
like
we can
let's.
scry a sword to the top.
That's right.
No, we don't want those on the top. I honestly think that's the play.
Well, they're gonna mill us. Like we kind of want garbage on the top
Oh,
of
I
our deck, you
suppose.
know.
Alright, Mark, alright. I was just saying.
I think going
it's
to-
closer to
Yeah,
the sword.
I think going top bottom is like it makes them think a little bit. But
Maybe they won't mill us.
whatever. Like there's just no way.
Gosh, they figured us out. They only have 3 cards. Oh, they do have Field of Ruin.
Okay, well,
They're gonna hit a sword. Yep. But that's the thing in this scenario.
they hit 3 Thopter Foundries.
That's all of them. Uh-oh.
There's only 3 in the deck. Oh no, there's a
4.
fourth one.
Yeah.
Up there.
There's literally all 4.
What can we work for? Nothing.
That.
Well, that doesn't help.
Not anymore.
It doesn't ever help. They're not going to attack us.
Currently looking for a pirate spell bomb. That is in the deck.
I don't think it matters, to be honest, because
They have to have lands.
well, I mean, the chances that they can't mill us out from 9 cards, it's just like remarkably slim.
Yeah, but I'm here for it.
Taylor, you love to see it.
Sure, we'll improvise with it.
Nice.
I'm gonna be wrong, and there's not gonna be a pirate spell bomb.
No, got it. Okay. I mean, what if they just block with the crab?
Yeah, but is it? I think I'd rather kill it, get in for 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Than miss out on 5 damage, 4 damage. Now we have to Luxac.
Yeah. I was like, because we can't play bridge. Bridge, like, actively stops us from winning.
They do have a Luris. Oh, it looks like
It's another crab.
We'll scoop them up. All right. Don't know about that.
Where is our anti-mill tech? Well, let's choose the cards that are just knowingly terrible in this matchup. Bridge can go away. I mean,
Bad.
yeah.
Bad.
Yup.
Probably bad.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think everything is static in their deck. Well, wait a
Well,
minute.
with the cycling, what's that?
Would
Or
they
Field of Ruin.
would they consider bringing in Ashiok against us? Yeah, Leo, where is Gaia's Blessing? That's for sure. So, would they bring in Ashiok against us, you think?
Probably. I assume that's what they're playing. I haven't.
So, if they are bringing in Ashiok, then maybe we do need to think about keeping Needle.
If they're bringing in Ashiok, a Vindicator 2
Yeah.
feels. I mean, it could even also, like, if we ramp a little bit, Vindicate, I mean.
Yeah.
But, how, that's kind of probably medium. I mean, if we're spending a turn bouncing a crab, is that where we want to be? With, I mean, I assume we leave in Galv Blast, because they do have some things to hit, and it can also go at the face.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think our big thing is we just need to have Thopter Foundry on the field as fast as possible, right? Or is there some other
Right.
path to
No,
victory?
that is 100%. We
I
don't.
mean-
we're not toolboxy enough to. Yeah, do anything else, or we're not aggro enough to do anything else.
So we have 3 cards that we are just
That are for
sure
sure
getting cut.
out.
So if we cut those, we're bringing in 2 Vindicates for sure. And are we thinking about any? We thinking about a Thoughtseize?
That's what I was thinking. Is there anything for that
No.
second seize? Otherwise, I think that's fine. Leo, our resident mill player. Oh, true. Good call, Ross. They have Luris.
Okay,
they
so maybe
probably
we
won't
don't
have
care as
Ashiok.
much about Vindicate.
Cut Fifthing Needle. Cut Vindicates.
Go up
Thoughtseize.
Thoughtseize.
We need 2 more.
I mean, is Spellbomb or Push better?
Probably push. 1 more, another Vindicate.
Sure.
Or a Vindicate.
Just as a catch-all.
Yeah.
Got there. Perfect timing. We're like, how do we beat Mill?
We don't with the sideboard that I have put together.
Thoughts, comments, smart remarks.
Rebuttal? No, like, what are we doing? Goblin
We're
Engineer.
turn 3ing getting Thopter Foundry with the sword in the bin. Is that good enough?
I don't know. I mean, they have to not mill our. I mean, I'm almost in the boat of saying that. I mean, that again, I'm known for being greedy, but like, I'm almost in the bin of mulliganing until we have Foundry.
Okay.
What do you think?
I'm good with that plan. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Okay, well, that's a fail.
It's a bad 6.
Look, the more cards that are in our deck instead of our hand.
Ross like pushes to kill crabs. We brought in pushes.
Yeah, we brought him in. We did it.
All right. Well,
Found the Foundry.
We actually just have combo.
Yeah. Look, we did it.
We got to put 2 back though. Fetch land. Engineer.
Yeah.
What are the odds they don't mill a sword?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'd say, yeah, because we want Prism.
Do that.
Yeah. Yeah, because this does not cause us to search either.
This might if we don't get interrupted, this is potentially a fast hand, like one of our fastest hands that we can
Yeah,
win on.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I have this has to work because I need to make up for all my punts earlier. So
well, second Foundry. Whoops. Yay.
what? I mean, do we care about? I think we're playing Prism next turn.
Well, I'm just thinking if we play Prism and draw another land, we can Urza plus Foundry next turn.
Oh yeah, then
So I think this has the higher
yeah.
upside. You won't mill a sword. Are they? No. I think
What?
they just have to have a bunch of archive traps, and we put our fetch land back.
That has to be. Do you want to look, Mark, or do we want to play Urza?
Okay, let me just say, if we look and they have like 3 archive traps, that one Thoughtseize is gonna feel.
I mean, we can also take this chance to resolve Urza, like.
I do. Okay,
I kind of wanna. What do you
if
want?
we if we resolve Urza right now, then we cannot Thoughtseize them.
Correct.
So, is
And
is
we-
it better
We also
to?
can't Thopter Foundry this turn then.
Yeah, we can. We have white blue.
Well, if we Urza first, because we needed to draw another land, because we'll have to use all of Pentad to get Urza, and then we'll only have blue this turn.
Yeah.
So we either do this or just Urza, and then next turn we can Foundry and not seize.
I guess I guess it all boils down to how badly we want a Thoughtseize. Like, I am biased about liking the Thoughtseize people, but I'm not saying that that's the right play. Like,
Yeah.
the brutal play is if they are playing like if they can't force Urza, so
Right. So it'd really only be if they hit their second land and it's a fetch land, they can mill us for 6 and then Drown Block counters Urza then.
yeah. Yeah, so maybe we just do that. Maybe
Just
we
Urza?
just Urza to make sure we have it out.
Because I don't know what else, I mean, kills it. Famous last words.
Fatal push.
Right. Miss on your land, coward. That has to be.
Just a ton of traps.
They're not slamming a land. What are we discarding, opponent?
Archive trap. Do it.
Ross. They didn't reveal Luris. We should have caught that. Oh. They didn't reveal Luris. We should have caught that, but still.
That's funny. I guess we beat them up with a construct.
And Urza.
Well, they can block Urza.
Coward.
I love it. I love it. I don't know the meta, and somehow I was right about
Look
that.
at this. Expert gameplay. Your opponent just
Yeah.
kind of want to turn this into a Thopter.
Skill-based game. Is it worth it? Sure. They can't
I
block
mean-
a Thopter.
And we gained a life.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Watch
Saving the
it.
damage
I
from
hope
the
they.
crab.
I hope they surgical that. Okay, let's not cast that. How about that as well?
That seems fine, Mark.
Well, okay, wait. If we do cast it, and they surgical sword,
And then archive trap us.
yeah,
Bad.
yeah, right,
I do want to play this Foundry, though, to make our construct bigger.
yeah. They're on the other side of this game, like fetch you, coward.
That putting that Scalding Tarn back. Look at that. Free block. You're welcome. Mark, do you want to turn a Thopter Foundry into a Thopter?
No. Can I tell you what I do want to do?
Tell me.
I want to play another Urza and get another construct.
All right.
What do you think about that idea?
This seems fine.
Nope.
Mark?
No.
Oh, yeah, I have to do this thing. We're going to keep this one for fun.
For science. We out here. Look at our opponent. Better
I
opponent.
want to see their hands so bad, Mark.
Well, all we need is
Oh.
all we need is a black mana, and we can see
Oh.
their hand.
There's the... Oh, coward, I see.
Well, they couldn't hit Urza.
True. This says your construct gets +1/+1 until end of turn.
Now they kind of have to block construct.
Or they do the die. Let's take a look.
At their top card. It's an island.
Island.
Uh-oh. I
They're
still
so,
think
they're
we're fine.
so lucky, chap.
I still think we're fine. They have to kill Construct or else it's just GG's. Okay,
They did it.
they did do it.
We could technically present lethal by sacking our foundries.
That's well, we don't even need to sack both. Oh yeah, we do. Well, let's. Should we do? Do we do that?
No, sorry, I already clicked
Like,
two.
seems so bad.
Do we want to look?
Yes,
All right.
100%.
I hope they counterspell this.
Our life total does not matter.
Let's take a look.
Well, there's only one trap, and surgical. So if we ever did put sword in, they get it.
Right.
How- hold on. So, honestly, okay. If we take surgical, well, they're going to be able to. They will be able to counter with drown, no matter what, right? Because
Right.
we're going to have 7
So
cards
if we
in the bin.
if we did the foundry thing, we would have won. So like with this hand, we can just do that next turn. You know what I mean?
yeah,
like they're-
but they'll be able to drown Urza.
Right, but then we'll attack for 2 this turn. They'll go to 2. We'll put three attackers onto the battlefield.
Well, if we're definitely not going to do the sword, I say we take one of the drowns.
Okay. Actually, we don't even have to sack both foundries. We can play EE on 0 and sack it to foundry.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go. Ross. All right.
He is right about Fatal Push
Yeah.
on crabs and stuff. So, is Witching Well just bad still?
Always.
The only
What
thing
about,
that
what about a third? Cut the third were.
yeah, it's probably fine because it's so rare that we're gonna want to do it. I think.
Cut a well and a war.
Yeah. Did we still had needle in, didn't we?
I don't know about that. Ross.
Dang it.
Are we shipping, Mark?
Ooh, this is bad. This is one of them bad ones.
Mark?
Somehow it got worse. I mean,
We're not-
Goblin Engineer is just not what we want to do. Remember how? Well, so last game our plan was, my plan was
Get a foundry.
get a foundry. Are we
Alright.
still on that plan?
Probably.
Yeah. Well, now the sword is in our hand. That's the worst that it could be.
Do we want to go to 4?
Well, this hand is, we can't even do anything. I mean, we have 2 redraws. What are we putting on the bottom?
It'd be
2 engineers?
2 engineers, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. This is, so we have to keep a bobble probably so that Spire of
So
Industry
it's
can.
one, we get a draw step and then a draw bobble. Alright, I'm shipping it. Seems fine.
Yep, we found Thopter Foundry. That's the key.
Putting back turn?
I mean, obviously. Probably were, too.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want either one of those.
Oh, we have to put back another one.
We could just put the second Foundry.
Look at that.
Look at us.
Look at this.
We out here.
We are at 56
Kyle, what
life
are you
mark.
doing? We have what?
We're at 56 life instead of.
Not living the dream you guys are.
We're just out here.
Oh, we also didn't realize that we have to play this on 1.
Not if you draw your opal.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kyle.
Oh no. Yeah, this would be a tier 1 deck still if we had
Ooh.
multiple.
Stop. Tapped at least.
No.
Not that it matters. Put a sword in the bin, please. Never lucky. There's only not any lands in that.
Okay. Okay, well, we can't cast that. It does feel bad.
Feel wrong.
The upside is that it does turn on Spire at least.
Right.
So it's like,
If this resolves and they put a sword in the bin, attack. Oh, they're not sending a message. All right. That says you have to search.
I mean, I think we're at the point of the game now where if they have archive traps, we
They-
probably don't care. Like, we're more
Right.
worried about them having drowns. Don't you think?
Yeah. So casting this.
I think you cast it without taking the counter off of Prism.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just do that. I mean, if they get it, we're in trouble.
I agree with Ross that I like the pushes to kill the crabs.
Yeah.
Part of me kind of wanted to vindicate their watery grave there. If they don't,
I mean, if they play another land, though.
not playing another land.
All right.
Or we vindicate that.
Maybe. We might have to. I mean, alternatively, our move is to make a construct.
Kill a crab.
Yep. Because we're gonna, I mean, like, now that they countered Foundry, like, doesn't it seem like our only
We need a
avenue
clock
is
Now.
to, yeah,
So you like construct, kill a crab?
yeah,
Probably just do it, kill a crab now, but wait on construct.
yeah. Beep. The thing that sucks is, like, our construct is just gonna be a little wuss.
They milled a trap. Got him.
And a crab.
No land. Never lucky.
Dang it. Okay, they got rid of Vindicate and Push.
Buying Luris.
Sanity. Oh, they put Luris back, so now they don't have Ashiok. Those fools.
3 cards in hand. I feel like we need to get rid of that. That's. It might not matter.
Our huge mistake is not having Emrakul on the sideboard.
Yep.
Do we make another construct this turn and just try to kill him?
What are we getting? Nile Spellmom?
Can it even hit our own graveyard?
Yeah, it can. It's target player. We can kill their crab.
Yeah, that's maybe the best thing, actually.
Do we do that now, or do we vindicate the orb?
Yes.
Crab mills
Represents
us 3. Well, 6,
Fetch.
yeah.
I assume it's a fetch land. It'll do 6, and that's gonna do 4.
So I say,
And we don't even have to tap out to.
I think we can just kill the crab. Well, let's attack them.
Let's
Because what if
attack.
they
You're
just
right. Yeah.
get the most damage? Okay. Kill crab.
Get milled for 3. We did search this
4.
turn. All right. We did search this turn, so if they're gonna trap,
Oof.
there it is. That's pretty low.
I think we're probably dead. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it just depends what. I mean, it's hard to imagine they can't just kill us. Well,
they drew
especially
3
now.
I mean,
Glimpse kills us.
This matchup's tough if you don't have a sideboard card for it.
Yeah. Because, yeah, I mean, like, even if we survive this turn and kill Orb,
Maybe they just buy Luris Mark. Never look.
they did.
All right.
Okay.
So you're saying there's a chance? Not really though, because they'll just get a crab next turn and play land most likely. Oh yeah, I forgot that we're gonna get milled for all of it.
Yep. Trying.
Want to draw a card?
Nope.
Hey, we can just scoop them up.
Well, let's see. They play Luris. They play Crab. They play land.
Well, even we just attack, we get, or I guess we can
we
kill.
can, yeah,
this.
we can vindicate that.
But crab, I mean, any land, any spell that says mill on it, we lose to. But
I guess, I mean, let's make them have it.
let's
at
make
least.
them have it.
Attack. How do we get to 10?
Oh wait, if they have land too, they can also just play orb. Either way, we're DED, I think. You don't have it.
They did
They
have
had it. All right. Well, we're fighting for the 3-2 mark.
Yeah, we're trying to make it.
I think my biggest issue of the deck so far is the mana.
Yeah.
With the splashing the fourth color in the board.
Where's the Grixis Triome when you need it?
No.
Where's the,
Like, I think you can build it better.
Yeah, well, like you said, I mean, if we were playing Springleaf Drum, that
Right.
would be solving some of our problems.
For sure. Yeah, because there's been a couple awkward turns where Saga pops, and then we didn't draw that land to replace it.
Yep.
And then we're kind of stuck.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
Nice. Seems like we just need to figure out how to get there one more time. Okay. It's going pretty delightfully. Thanks for the comments. Love to see it. I'm not really going to be in the driver's seat. I'm going to sit here and stare at our hand. I'm going to sit here and stare at a medium hand. This hand is probably good if we find a source for Goblin Engineer. Because then we have some of the components of combo. We don't have a third land. We have one redraw. We don't really want Needle. I guess we want Needle if we know what we're playing against. Fourth was solid. We had a good time. How about you? Great time, I hope. I did not have a snap keep, so I didn't just do it.
Yeah, this is the bad. I feel like.
I mean, you have combo if you draw a red source.
Right.
Well, you
Are we
have-
we're on the draw.
we don't have the third land, so we can get bodied with Saga too.
I think that's my biggest worry.
You want to ship it?
Yeah.
Okay. Watch the kids play with explosives. I did that too, but the kids were adults.
All right. This isn't much better, but we have Witching Well.
Oh man, MVP.
gonna have
Only
to be.
blue mana. What do we bottom in this situation?
Were probably.
We can almost cast Whir.
Suppose.
Black Galv Blast. I mean, you want interaction, but we just don't have red.
Yeah.
And we need black or white to get Foundry.
Right.
Like, I don't know. Thing is like, you make the choice, you, like, do it, and then you're probably wrong. You probably just get punished.
Usually. Maybe our opponent doesn't show up.
Well, they probably fell asleep while we were waiting to figure out what to do. That's what I would have done as an old person. What's Lindsay doing? Homework?
She is studying. Was studying. I don't know if she is now.
She's probably watching that show that we won't talk about. I hope she's secretly watching the stream right now and she heard me say that.
True. I really think. Oh, they moved to their main phase at least, or have they been on their main phase?
I don't know, it's still ticking down. No, they're back.
Just wanted to kill 11 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
One time. We just needed it to work out one time.
Oh, easy win.
Hey,
If
oh no, wait, what's happening?
if we can get Thopter Foundry online, that's the big if. I don't think John can beat that card. Come on.
Well, now we don't even need black mana. We could just get Triome.
Right.
Taylor's sitting there and he's like, I want to guess what you want.
No, but you say we go top, we're gonna be fetching next turn anyways because our 2-drop requires mana. So yeah. They didn't reveal Luris, so this is a bad Jund deck potentially,
Or it's not even Jund.
or it's not even Jund.
What kind of deck
I
plays
hope
that?
I hope for their sake that it's not Jund. Looks like it though.
It does. It really seems like that's what they're doing.
Play a Dark Confidant, bring us back to 2014.
Here's the thing. I don't understand why you would play
Oh.
Dark Confidant when you can just play Ragavan.
Right. I don't know why you wouldn't play Luris in your Bobble. Maybe they just misclicked on it.
No, they're probably a Bloodbreed deck.
I suppose. Everybody's got to make them poor life decisions.
Well, hold on. Do we do that or do we engineer first?
What are the odds they go third land? Like, they probably wanted the... I'm trying to think of if they have a third land and they go, say, Thoughtseize, Inquisition plus threat.
Yeah.
That's my
Yeah.
that's my thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, generally speaking, it is better to not have your good cards in your hand against Jund. I mean, depending on how they have their deck built, like, this is just a very bad matchup because if they're playing, like, Triple K Command or something,
Right. Which would be reasonable with
To be playing a
Other-
lot of them.
with the other or the rest of the metagame. I mean,
Yeah.
they didn't have a fetch land though. With oh no, they did. Never mind.
All right, so we lose Whir probably. Well, I guess Engineer is just a win, so well, it was Whir. Okay.
No, I mean, what do they got?
interaction spell for this, but I don't think they realize that this resolving just does what we needed to do.
Yeah,
Unless they were probably going to kill it, sure.
I think we need to just. Yeah. What I was gonna say is I think we have to play Witching Well this turn.
Yeah, I'm going to. Get that land top.
Yep. I mean, I don't think that Urza's gonna make it that far.
No.
But, well, I shouldn't say that. Because if they play Latvi, then we pitch Thopter Foundry.
Right. Or Bloodbraid and
Well, if they cast Bloodbraid, we're probably in huge trouble.
yeah.
They're not though, because they didn't shock.
They've been reeks of K command
Yeah.
or
Latvi.
I mean GG's. It's been real, it's been good, but it hasn't been real good.
What would you like to do, opponent?
You're gonna make us do this. It appears so.
That's one thing. There's a lot of Gen players that are, a little bit.
Okay.
There we go.
All right, this. Maybe.
The big thing is we don't want them to be able to kill Thopter Foundry. I mean, because the Thopters are super good at blocking Goyf and stuff.
Right.
So, Vindicate's probably good because they're playing a bunch of Planeswalkers and they're not going to be able to side them all out.
3.
Yeah.
Do we want pushes?
Well, let's figure out what we don't want. We have a lot of cards that are pretty good against them. Witching Well is probably bad. Or I always feel like it is.
You're not wrong. Do we want, if we bring in 2 pushes, I feel like we could trim a Galvanic Blast. Or do you just like
Blast is
all of the removal
pretty
spells?
good at. Well, so let me think about this. Like, they're gonna side in probably I would guess somewhere in the vicinity of 4 cards.
Right.
So let me think about what they are taking out. They're probably not taking out any of their discard spells. They might be taking out Goyf because it's so bad against Thopter Foundry.
This probably doesn't.
Yeah, it depends on if they're a Ragavan deck, but
We haven't. I don't know.
Aether Spellbomb might not be that good because if they keep in Blood Braids, then
Right.
Spellbomb's kind of bad. Yeah,
5. We can
we could just bring in
2 Vindicates.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's try it like that. I think there's a chance they just take out Goyfs. I mean, I could be wrong, and I don't know exactly how their deck is built, but if it's traditional Jund,
Right.
well, we don't probably want both swords in our hand.
This is
do
a
we?
nice mold of 5. That's better.
Yeah, I think it depends on if they are siding in Alpine Moon.
Put Saga back.
Yeah.
Ragavan. Galvanic Blast.
That would be
That's
what?
weird. Did they click through their turn, or what the heck happened? Alright, I like Bobble ourselves, and then play Scalding Tarn. We can cast our other Bobble, but leave it around for Spire until we have all of our colors. what?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. It's always risky to be bobbling cards into your hand, but they didn't cast anything turn one, so
Well, we can do it on... we kind of want to do it on our turn.
why? What are we casting?
Well, I'm just thinking if... So, I want to get Triome or like a water... I want to get Triome with this.
Yeah.
So, if we do it on their turn, if we bobble ourselves and there's something we want, we can't fetch Triome
That's
and
fair,
have it
yeah.
on our next turn.
Yeah.
So I think... I think we just bobble ourselves.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of weird that they...
Well, the thing that's weird to me is like if it's not to cast a discard spell, then it seems like I don't even know what you'd be leaving anything up for.
Unless they think we're going to turn one Emery. Or
Maybe, I suppose it's possible that they're playing surgical, but why would you shock in that?
I did see a list that was going around that was playing Ragavan, like
Yeah.
our deck that was playing Ragavan.
Yeah.
So it turns on Mox Amber.
Yep.
So that could be some consideration.
Yeah.
But that I'm just trying to think of something
it's-
that why they would.
Maybe
shock.
they just, I suppose it could be that they don't care about their life total too much because they think we're just going to combo them because that's what we did in game one.
right.
But it's like, we're a saga deck, so your life total does matter. I suppose they think they can kill all the sagas, like the tokens, but saga's just brutal against a deck like this.
They are tanking.
What? I don't understand what they could be tanking.
I
They
think
must be.
they
like,
must have real life
connection or something.
things going on.
Yeah. I did not realize that Leo followed 44 minutes ago.
Thanks, Leo.
Yeah. You love to see it. You love to see it.
I don't know what's going on here.
I don't either. Maybe they're scooping. That'd be cool. Why does our little widget say that it's 90 degrees outside? That's
Yeah, it's
garbage.
way warmer than that.
That's so. That's so brutal.
My phone says it feels like 98.
That's not. I mean, it is. It does feel bad. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
What are we doing after this? Getting some food, some of which you can take back to your bride.
Possibly.
We'll have to think about those choices after we figure out what our person who's shocked in.
Might go gamble on a collector booster.
There were some good hits in this thing.
That there were
There were also some like
some
questionable things.
medium hits.
Well, I now have two. I now have 6 Ragavans because I have 2 full art ones.
It's a lot of Ragavans.
I know it is. It's just a high number of monkeys in general.
I don't think I have anything to trade you for him that's, worth the $90 that Ragavan is.
And then I have a bunch of I have like 6 Dathi Voidwalkers now too because I chased those and got more. So might even have 7 because I think we
I
got.
think you do have 7. We got.
Jeez. Why?
It's
didn't
gotta
get
be-
any- I
it's
didn't
gotta
get
be
any-
up there in price though.
Voidwalker? I have a feeling that card is going to go up in price from where it's at now. I think people are going to figure out how good it is. And then graveyard decks are going to go out of style for a little bit.
It's about $20.
I just need to complete my mission to get all old border ones. because that's
True.
really where it's at. Those old border ones is where it's at. Opponent lost.
Has disconnected, so they are.
Maybe they're gonna get it back. Well, they're running out of time. It's been 4 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, they have what, a minute left to get reconnected?
I think isn't it 11 minutes
Is that what it is now?
until they get like they lose the game?
I thought it was 5. I thought they cut it way down. It used to be 10,
Maybe, I don't know.
but then I had one not that long ago that was only like 5. I mean,
Classic.
we'll take the 3-2, right? Like,
Yep, this is the 3-2 machine apparently.
I thought that was Monterey Prowess for me.
That mill matchup's just bad.
It seems like it'd be better if you could get, I don't know, like you just can't win fast enough. Like we don't have.
Right. We're
it's-
the toolboxy slight disruption with our silver bullet artifacts and then combo.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we're not even gonna get to vindicate anything. We have to be, you know what? Oh, we got a comment. Because it's like, our stream is just not as entertaining if we're not playing games. You got an old border what? Dothy Voidwalker? Tell me the truth.
Or yeah.
Don't toy with my emotions. Oh, he answered. Let's find out what he says. Nice. I'm sure we can work something out. I think I have 1 Murktide Regent. I need to get more of those.
Got my 4th. I can be the bad guy now.
You can be the bad guy. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard for me to get Murktide Regents. I have a lot of things to trade for them.
Just got a place out of each fetch land to trade for.
I mean, I got three different alternate marsh flats out of that first collector box. It's nutty, is what it is. Let's chalk it right up.
Does it go from inactivity or like a lost connection? Like when does the
Normally,
time
it's
start?
Normally, it's just how long you're inactive. It doesn't matter. You know.
So we're coming up on 10 minutes then at 6:45.
It feels very much like we're gonna win this game for that reason.
Riveting game of Magic.
Man, how come our opponent didn't just assume that we were on stream and needing to entertain?
In all
our
honesty, though,
viewers?
I feel like this hand was pretty decent.
I think it was not going to be bad. Like, it could get disrupted a little bit by
Right.
Thoughtseize and whatnot, but
Just with Saga being a threat,
yeah, and
it's
you can't
just
and you can't
kinda
Thoughtseize
crazy, right?
it. Yep. It's chaos. It's chaotic, is what it is.
Eight viewers.
I know. Right when we got popular,
I know.
and our opponent is not
It'd be like that sometimes.
hanging out. So, since you got second in the challenge yesterday, 114 players, T-Herf coming in second.
Got there.
What was the riveting matchups? What did we have that was crazy and wild?
A lot of. I never played against the same deck twice, so that was
Wow.
good to see. Really good game, and there's the timeout.
there.
Really good game against Blue Red Murktide in the semifinals.
Yep.
Really good game against Humans in the quarterfinals of top 8, and then
Look at that.
Heliod for my winning into top 8 was a clincher. They got turn 3 infinite life both games, but I infected them. For those that are curious on what I played,
Yeah, let's look at the if we got the list in here anywhere.
Urza's Scales is what I called it. This is what I played. This is kind of a stock list now. People have decided on. You can the Springleaf drum, Pithing Needle, animation module. Those are the kind of the flex spots, but
He wasn't lying.
wasn't lying.
I mean, I've never known him to be a liar, so that would have been out of character.
But maybe next time we'll do some math.
Yeah, math seems like a bad time made better by. I like how one of the decks' name is just spells. You love to see it.
Yeah, what was this?
It's probably oops.
No, this is this wild deck that was putting up 5-0s, so I wanted to try it. Literally, this is your win con. This-
Ascension.
Ascension with Underworld Breach. That's how you win the game.
Nice.
And people were 5-0ing with it. I wasn't. So,
Nice.
as you can see, there's the brewing for HPS. Hollow Phoenix Storm,
Hollow
as Ross and
Phoenix
I brewed
Storm.
up. So this goal was you play Burning Inquiry, Goblin Lores, Underworld Breach, and then Runaway Steamkin. With Steamkin, Breach, and Burning Inquiry out, well, those out and this in your graveyard, you can mill over your entire deck, cast all your hollow ones, get your 4 Arclight Phoenixes back, and then cast Grape Shot, which is usually lethal. This was the COVID project. Turned out to be pretty medium, but it's fun when it works.
It seems like you just needed to put a Thassa's Oracle in there.
Yep. If this card said draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards, flashback 2 in a red,
Yeah.
it'd be way better.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. But I mean, the fact that you could just cast Manamorphose from the bin, create 2 blue, and then cast Thassa's Oracle, maybe that was
That was the bit.
maybe that should have been the bit.
Well, there was also a lot of people that if you had Breach out and you cast Burning Inquiry, you can just cast Hollow One by just escaping 3 cards from the bin.
Yeah.
That's a interaction that a lot of people don't. It's not obvious.
Not obvious.
So, anyways,
All right.
I think
Think we're done?
we're done.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for coming out and being part of the thing with the Ginger Squad.
Yep, we got that 3-2.
Got the 3-2. Played some cards in Modern that, you know, I don't know. I feel like doing this wildness.
I feel like the dex definitely has legs. It just needs to be tuned because a lot of people have been off of this since the Mopal band.
Yeah.
So
And I think we've pretty firmly established that Springleaf Drum seems like a good addition if we can figure out what to take out. Let's not take this out. This was an MVP
That was
at
good.
least once.
And I also think that we can trim on. If I were to run it back, I'd trim a Goblin Engineer just for 2 Emerys. I think that card's kind of crazy that this list wasn't playing it, but
Yeah.
I get it. So
Good stuff. All right. Thanks everyone for watching.
thanks, guys.
Peace